Welcome to Waterfall Cottage. I'm Cherie, and that's Tommy. And today we might be gardening, remodeling, cooking, canning, or tending to our chickens. Stick around and see what we are up to today. Hey y'all, I am out here in the garden today. I don't know about y'all, but the weather here is finally what you could probably call perfect. It's in the 80s right now. There's a cool breeze and the humidity is not that high. After suffering for 3 months, 2 of which we had no rain, this is very welcoming, and I'm going to soak it up as long as I can. We in Texas have about 9 months of good weather and 3 months of horrible hot weather. During the last 3 months, my light bill has been almost $500. Now that's because we're on a well. I have no water bill, and we've been having to water everything in our garden. You know, we've been having to water twice a day to keep our plants alive. So our light bill just shoots up. And of course we have the air conditioner running non-stop all day long, so that factors into that bill as well. But you know, when you're using a whole lot more water, then your bill really skyrockets, because that's an energy hog back there. And one of my biggest problems is that I forget to turn the sprinkler off. So whereas it should run for 15 minutes maybe, I'll end up letting it run for 3 hours, and that well, even the pump gets hot. Tommy will gripe at me about leaving that on and forgetting about it, but I'm trying to multitask and I just forget, and that too contributes to my really high light bill. So when Rainpoint sent us this little thing here, which is a smart watering system, I got super excited, because that means my my little problem with leaving the sprinkler running for hours is no longer going to happen. Tommy was excited too and helped me set it up. But so anyway, this is just the part that goes inside, and this part plugs in, or you can use batteries. And it's about the same size as my Google Hub. And in fact, you can hook it up to Alexa and Google, if I remember correctly, although I haven't made it that far yet. When it comes to new technology, I'm a little slow out the gate. So you do have to download a app to run this, to control it. There's complete directions come in the box in multiple ways. There's the short version of the directions, and then the long drawn out version. You can choose which one you're going to use. But this little thing sits on my kitchen counter, and it tells me when I last watered. It tells me the time and the temp and the date and my schedule, my watering schedule and everything. So it's really convenient. You can set it to skip on rainy days, so it's not watering when it's also raining outside, so no water waste there. So yeah, this is going to be really handy in our household. So let me and Tommy get it set up and show you how it works, and then we'll move on. And after downloading the app and pairing everything, then you need to connect it to your outside water spigot. It has Teflon tape in the box if you want to use that. For the purpose of today, we're not going to be doing that. It has 2 different zones, the one on the left and the one on the right. That's zone 1 and zone 2. I've only set up a timer so far for zone 1, so I had him change it to zone 1. I had it set for 6:58, and at 6:58 it came on like clockwork. It's going to stay on for 10 minutes like I have it set, and then it'll turn back off on its own, and there will be no water wasted and no electricity wasted. Here is the console inside. Now it looks like it's flashing, but in real life it's not. Only one thing is flashing above the 6 there that's showing that my sprinkler's currently going off and has 6 minutes left. You can see last usage, 29.1 gallons. You see the date, the time. There's some other things that I need to set up. Like it doesn't show the high and low temperature for some reason because I haven't set up something right. It says the indoor temperature is 73.9 degrees. That might be right. So there's things I still have to set up and I haven't set up, but this is the little console. To give you an idea of how big the console is, there's a canning jar right next to it, so it's not that big. So that's how the Rainpoint Smart Garden watering system works. One of the things that I really liked is that if I decide to go out of town on vacation for a week, I can have this set up to water my plants while I'm gone. If I want to adjust anything, I can adjust it from my phone. I don't have to rely on friends and family or neighbors to come and water my vegetables for me. So that's a very convenient part of having a smart garden watering system like this. Tommy and I are also setting one of the zones up so that it will water our chickens if we're out of town. So I know it's specifically a garden system, but if it will turn on the hose, and we're going to try it out for quite a while, long before we ever leave our chickens, but if we can figure out a way to get it to water, you know, fill up a watering pan for our chickens while we're out of town, then I think that will be, that will come in very handy for us as well, because we have to usually have someone come over and make sure that their watering system is still operating properly. And even if we didn't use it for our chickens, we also water the stray cats in the area, as well as the raccoons and everything else that show up in our yard. So, you know, it could be used for more than just gardening. I have been given a 15% off code, which is Texas 15 off. It'll be right here below if you decide you want to order one. You can go to rainpointonline.com. I will put a link to where you can purchase it in the description, as well as pinned in the comment section. And I will put the 15% off code in the description as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.